Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Mayank Agarwal and we are learning Python on this Hello Python series. In this video, we are going to start with a very important concept in coding as well as in Python in general. The concept is of conditionals. You must have seen the if, else and if else statement getting used. So that is what we are going to learn in the further videos. So please make sure that you have followed the previous videos. You will find the playlist link in the overall captions. And yeah, if everything is said, then I think we are more than good to begin. Once we understand about conditionals, we will be able to do lots more cool stuff in our programming. So today is actually the day 17 and we are going to start with conditionals today. So let's get started. Decision control statement. So till now actually we have the way we have written code, it was actually getting run. There was no way ki we were able to, I would say, control ki whether this part should run or whether this part should run. Okay, so let us see this. Decision control statement are those statements which decide the execution flow of our program. So in a very simple terms, in a very intuitive terms, it actually is a lot, I would say, overall, I would say motivated by the way we take decisions. If we are hungry, then we eat. If not, then we don't eat. If we are feeling energetic, then we basically go for a run. If we are sleepy, then we sleep. So based on like something, okay, we do, I would say something, or based on like if that condition is not true, then we do something else. And of course, that condition can increase a lot, right? If we are a lot hungry, then we can eat 2 plates of biryani. If normal hungry, if that's something, then 1 plate of biryani. If not at all hungry, then of course half plate still because it's biryani. And I hope you're not feeling a lot hungry as of now. But anyways, so that is how actually we take, I would say, decisions. And the same understanding is regarding decision control statement. So you will see that decision control statement are those statements which design the execution flow of our program. In simple word, they tell us whether a particular part of program should run or should not run. Okay, so run in green, not run in red, based upon certain condition. Okay, so let us see this. Now, just one thing I want to make sure that you understand is that till now, whatever code we have written, right? Whatever code we have written, that was always getting run, right? So there was no way we could have said ki yaar, this code should run, this code should run, okay, and this should not. Decision controls actually gives you that power. That, let's say you have written 2 pieces of code, or let's say you have 2 messages, string 1, string 2, okay, then you can basically ask to just show one based on some condition. Same can be used a lot in industry again, that let's say if you're logged in, then you are shown some other page on Netflix or some other website. If you're not logged in, then they ask you for your mobile number or email ID. So that is actually used. Then of course, lots of other condition. If you have paid your amount, basically all the conditionals, I would say operators, we saw so many operators, right? There we can actually use all of them or combination of them, okay, which gives us the Boolean result to make sure that we are able to do something in our code. So let us move forward and see what all different condition statements are available to us. So there are 4 decision control statement, everyone. Are a lot similar, I would say, the way they are in other programming languages as well. Okay, but few things are different. So let us see that. If, okay, then if with a else, then if, elif, else. So in Python there is no else if, it's elif, like a shorthand, right? Python pretty fast. So yeah. And nested if else. So nested if else will be a lot clearer once you understand the first 3. It's just basically getting nested a condition after a condition. Okay, so let's say if you are hungry, then you check that how much money you have, and then you take that decision. So I'm going to give that example again, and we will see. So let's start for this if. So if statement in Python is used to decide whether a certain block of code, okay, so I think I should have written that, whether to execute a certain block of code or a statement will be executed. No, this makes sense. So it is certain block of code or a statement, basically, if it will run or not. So we can either have some logic which is in number of lines or just a single statement, if that will run or not. Okay, similar to it is, yeah, very similar to C, C++, Java. Okay, and if a certain condition is true, then block of statement get executed, else it doesn't get executed. So pretty easy stuff, just that we are going to check the situation and then we are going to run it or not run it. I've given you the industry example, I've given you the real life example and intuitive example as well, the way we do things, right? So our program also, we want to make sure that it is smart enough. Okay, this is adding smartness in a way, na? So it is not just behaving in a single thing, right? Let's say we can also have some logic, like if the way it is actually in your, I would say, ACs and TVs, like let's say if temperature is greater than this, then turn on, else turn off, or basically have the power using less. So just that thing is what these decision control statement help us to do. And I think you can understand how important they are, right? So let us see the syntax. Okay, so if we first write if, then you write expression, and then this green star implements that this colon is very important. So Python uses indentation and not brackets to define body of a code block. So this thing is very important. I would like to actually explain you this using, I would say, code. So before I take some examples, see what happened is that in other languages, in C++ and other languages, we have something known as brackets. So bracket basically take care of whatever you're writing, and that gets executed separately. In Python, we actually have indentation. Now indentation, what it is, so see, let's say if I'm writing this, let me solve this question only. If number is this, now we have to check if this number is from India. Based on that, we have to show these messages. So let's say if, okay, we use something like this, plus 91. So let me use this string. Okay, yeah, plus 91 in number. So just that condition. I think if you're not aware of what exactly this is, please make sure that you see the previous videos. I have taught about this membership operator. The second you write this colon, and when you press enter, many of the editors, you will see that enters goes to the fourth block, like, oh sorry, after 4 spaces or a single tab. Okay, so I will just write the same, I would say, in comments here as well, after 4 spaces or a tab or 1 tab. So Python says that once you entered here, once you enter in this indented block, okay, once you enter in this indented block, this flow is not different. This flow is actually not different. Okay, this is actually, I would say, separated inside this if block now. So you have to understand this thing, that this is how Python is separating your code flow, right? In other languages, it is basically brackets, but Python works on indentation part, and that is what will help you once you write this nested, or I would say, very complex logic. So anytime you have this indentation, like this works pretty well with your conditionals, loops, functions. You just have to make sure that whatever you're writing after this, that is after 4 spaces. Now normally, okay, let's say if I have something else which requires indentation, then that will also, the other part will gonna move to the next 4 spaces. You just have to understand, or understand like this, that once indentation is done, this is fully a separate piece of code which we have to now work on, or which Python will be executing. Okay, so let me show you this. Let me show you how exactly this is done. 1 second. So yeah, let us go to now the notes. So if you will see this, everyone, if expression, okay, statement 1, statement 2, statement 3, 3, 4, 5, n. Again, Python uses indentation and not this to define the body of our code block. A code block starts with first indentation line and ends with the first unindented line. So what does this mean? That it will be ending when it will see the line which is unindented here. Okay, so I can write this unindented line as well. Okay, unindented line. Now again, Python follows a tab or 4 space indentation method that I've already shown you. Now let us solve this question once so that you get a better idea. So again, if I'm here, now see everyone, pay attention. If I print, okay, let me just make sure that it is basically on the 4 part. Yeah. If I print message 1 because I'm from India, okay, and if, again, I will have to write this condition because till now we just know if, but the good thing is we have not. Okay. Then again, see, this is going to this indented message 2. And see, I'm getting you are from India. Now, because this was not true, it was false, we didn't printed this second message, outside India scam. So this is something which is conditional, giving you the power to do. Okay. Similarly, we have the logged in. If it is false, then you have to show on that if which message will be shown. I think you can do this one, but I hope you get the idea. The major pick from this particular part is to understand the indentation thing, because that is going to define a lot and you're going to get a user a lot in your Python journey. Okay, Python uses this indentation and you have to be pretty good at it. Normally, I'm going to show you lots of example and everything, and it's going to get clear. But yeah, you have to still make sure that you don't work with brackets, because Python don't work with bracket. Okay, cool. So this is overall the syntax. Okay, everything which comes after this. So I can actually write something like this as well. Now, this is a single statement, but I can have a block of code as well. So let's say now, actually what I can do is I can change this message 1 again to, let's say now, hello Python. And when I print this, now this everything is gonna get implemented or gonna get run together. Okay, because they are indented and they are part of the same code. And see, now both the things run. So this is what indentation is. Now let us move forward and see a program, write a program to check if a number is even. Okay, so first we will be, and there's a reason, like I normally say that it is good if you write, if you're also habitual of writing the code on, I would say, paper as well. So that's the reason I've written this code. Number, let's say int, okay, enter a number, right? If number %2, so this is the divisibility test, right? I told you in the operators, I would say lectures, that this percentage and all this will be used a lot. So %2, right, is equal to 0, then we say the number is even. If, like, we are starting with another if statement, if it is not, then number is odd. And indentation again is very important. Okay, so the example is very much similar, but we can quickly code the same input. Okay, int. Now I think I've already told you that how input is always taken as a string, and you know the overall, I would say, this typecasting as well. So enter a number, right? Then we can just check input percentage 2 equals 0. Then we are printing, say, even, not even. If input percentage 2 not equal 0, then we are printing odd, right? So let me first just get this number. Let's say I print 5. Again, we have to make sure that you're providing a number, it's odd. So see, the first one didn't run. Now if I make it 10, see, the second one didn't run, right? Look, that's the beauty. That's overall what the decision control statement help us to do. Now again, you will be getting a proper explained thing, explaining everything with you. So okay, same number is written. You have to make sure that you understand that indentation example is given, then other examples overall is given to you as well, and that I'm giving for each and every notebook. So please make sure that you download them. Till now, if you're liking the way I'm covering all these topics in depth with all the resources, please make sure that you like the video, comment if anything is not clear, and do share with your friends or anyone who is looking to get into programming. And yeah, please subscribe and hit that bell icon. That would be a lot helpful as well. So this is all about, I would say, writing a code. Now this is another way we can write. So just a normal thing, print even. Okay, so if you just write it like this, so just let me show you this as well. So if you have a single statement, what you can do is, if input percentage 2 equals to 0, you can just write it like this. See, print. So this I'm sharing because again, you will see that a lot of places. So I want to make sure that you understand this. Okay, and it's gonna run. But if you have, of course, multiple statements, then indentation is gonna get followed. I will prefer that always write it with indentation. That is better because that is the intuitive and better way to write this code. Okay, so that everything is clear to you. Now this actually covers everything about the if statement and the conditionals. Okay, in the next video we are going to learn about if and else. So if you will see here, if this is not, I would say, this is not true, then the next part should actually be false. So let's say when things are like this, if hungry, else not hungry, or else basically it is intuitive, right? It is not hungry. So in a similar way, if you are logged in, so this logged in can be even having value as false or basically true. So it doesn't make sense that I'm checking it every time, right? Logged in equals true, then I'm doing something, then if logged in equals false. So there should be some way I can just do that. Okay, if this is not true, then do that. So that is the intuition behind if else, and that is what we are going to see in the next video. Yeah. So make sure that you do up lots of practice for this, everyone. Of course, in all these videos going forward, you will have these things and you will have the questions as well. So make sure that you are able to do that. So see, write a course able to check if a number is divisible. These kind of questions will be there, which you have to do. Okay. So cool, everyone. We are going to just stop here because I want to make sure that I cover these topics a lot more properly, because they are a lot, I would say, building blocks in your journey of programming overall. So if you understand this once for Python, then C++, Java, koi bhi language, any language, you will be good in that. Okay, so in the next video, of course, we are going to do if else. Till then, please keep on practicing and let me know in the comments how you are liking this series and other things which you want me to cover on this channel. Thank you.